Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. I am only starting my vlog today. We actually flew into Barcelona yesterday, but everything leading up to this cruise has just given me that like weird feeling in my stomach that something is gonna go wrong. So I've kind of prevented myself from getting really excited for this trip until it can actually happen. But now everything is looking really good, and I have to say I'm not usually a very negative person, and I usually am really happy with anything that comes our way, and I'm an eternal optimist. But this time we feel, and I feel, that Royal Caribbean has really dropped the ball a little bit. So first off, 15 days before our cruise, we received the information that not only did we need to be fully vaccinated, which we are, and we were prepared for, but they let us know that you also have to be boosted. And since I had COVID at the beginning of the year, I have the certificate of recovery, but they said that that's not enough, that you actually, on top of even having COVID, you also need to be boosted to be able to cruise on this specific sailing. They haven't required the booster for any other cruise with Royal Caribbean, so this was completely unexpected for us. And when we got it 15 days before, they said we had to have it 14 days before the cruise. So that gave me wonderful 1 day of flexibility to actually get the booster shot. And when we got the email, I was 2 hours out from boarding my flight to Helsinki. So you can imagine the little bit of panic that set in me when I received the information that, okay, within 2 hours I need to be not only boosted, but I need to be on a plane to Helsinki without canceling on my sister and my mom. So luckily I made it happen. I don't know how I managed it, but I did. I got the vaccine and now I'm boosted, and I was even able to still make it to the lounge before I had to board the flight, which was just amazing. On top of that, then they called my mother-in-law because she was our emergency contact, and they contacted her saying that they've updated their system, and my husband was missing his original vaccination record and I was missing my booster vaccination record, even though we had put everything in the system and we had gotten the green check mark that everything was okay. But because they had updated the system, they no longer matched. So that was fine. Luckily, I mean, we had all of the documents, so we just had to re-upload them. And then we, along with the booster information 15 days before, they also told us that we need a negative COVID test, an antigen test, maximum 1 day before the cruise. 1 day. That's cutting it really close. And since we flew into Barcelona 2 days before, or 2 nights before, that meant that we needed to find a place to get tested in Barcelona. So that then sent us on a spree to find where we can get tested, and I would say not so easy. A lot of the websites were only in Spanish. Whatever was in English wasn't working. I had to make several phone calls, send several emails, and luckily we were able to make an appointment and buy in advance with a voucher to get like the test paid for and everything. But still, everything was so uncertain that I didn't let myself get excited for this cruise until we both had the negative results. We had the negative tests, and today by noon we had them. So all is fine. My husband's name was really misspelled on their certificate, but luckily they were able to fix that after a couple attempts. So now both of us have negative test results. Our names are spelled correctly. We're both vaccinated. We're both boosted. We should be ready to go tomorrow when we head out for the cruise, and it will be a fun one. So we will be heading out from Barcelona up to Copenhagen. We have stops in Cartagena, Gibraltar, Lisbon, and Amsterdam. And then from Copenhagen, where this first part of the cruise ends, we will stay on the ship and we will do a back-to-back. So we will go from Copenhagen to 2 ports in Norway and 2 ports in Denmark before we then return to Copenhagen. So it should be a lot of fun. I will take you on board for each day of the cruise, and I've given myself a specific challenge just to keep it interesting. So every day I will challenge myself to, 1, either do something new on the ship that I've never done before, or if I can't find anything I haven't done before because I've done a lot of stuff on the cruise. I've given myself a second option, which is to do the travel challenge card. So if I can't find anything completely new to do that day, then I will pick a travel challenge card and then do whatever the challenge for that day is. So it should be a lot of fun. I really hope you enjoy. We've really loved our day in Barcelona today. We've done some sightseeing, we've eaten some fantastic food, and we're staying at the Grand Marina Hotel, which you can see is behind me. There's a little bit of the water right there, and we love the location. It's right next to the port, so it's perfect. It takes maybe 5 minutes to get down to the port where we need to be tomorrow. Welcome to day one. We will be boarding the cruise ship in just a couple seconds, so stay tuned. Alright, we have successfully made it on board. We're so excited to get our cruise vacation started on board Voyager of the Seas. Let's go. Alright, so we've done some exploring around the ship just to get our bearings and to figure out where everything is. We had our first drinks by the pool bar, so everything is going great. And I think I have found my one new thing for today. So that might still change, and I might still do like my backup plan if this doesn't work out. But they have a game show at 9 p.m. tonight, which I've never been to see one of the game shows on board, which they have all the time. They have like multiple ones per cruise, so it might be fun. It's called Majority Rules, so I'm not exactly sure if it's maybe like a Family Feud type of thing, but it would be interesting to go see that. And if I go, then that will be my new thing for today. But let's see, we have a dinner reserved at one of the specialty restaurants. We got the 3-night dining package, so for 3 nights we can go to one of the sit-down restaurants here on board, so that should be fun. We're at Giovanni's tables or something Italian for tonight. The menu looked amazing, so I'm sure we'll find something great to eat. I'm still waiting to get my suitcase. I'm hoping it's on board. I hope it hasn't gotten detained for any kind of special check. I shouldn't have anything weird in there or anything banned in there, so it should be okay. But let's see when I get it. I'm now still stuck with my outfit that I came on board with, which is not the comfiest or the coolest, especially since it's really nice and warm outside, but that's fine. I should get it by 5 p.m. tonight, hopefully, so just in time for dinner. But I will figure out what we're gonna do today, and then I'll check back with you later. Alright guys, I'm back in the cabin after a fantastic first day on board. We had an absolutely amazing dinner at Giovanni's table. The best Italian food. Oh, it's so good. We had this like meat and cheese plank to start. I had a bufala mozzarella starter. And then for the main, I had the filet mignon, which was just amazing. And then some cannelloni for dessert. So all around, just the perfect start to the cruise. We've had a really great day on board. We were delayed getting out of Barcelona, so let's see. We're hoping that it doesn't delay us tomorrow in Cartagena. The captain said that it shouldn't delay us, but we were later out of Barcelona than even the captain was expecting initially, so let's see. Hopefully everything is still on schedule. And my new thing for today changed a bit. So we didn't make it to the game show because we were having our wonderful dinner. We took our time and we enjoyed the meal. So the game show started before we were out of the restaurant, which is all good. But my first new thing for today was to go to the library that they have on board. You can pick up books at the library and then return them by the end of the cruise. So I've never done that before. I've looked at the library many times, but I've never actually been in there. And I actually found a book in Finnish that's called Gourmet, and it sounds really interesting, and I thought this would be fun. So the first time getting a book from the onboard library, and hopefully I can finish this. I mean, we'll be on board for the next 16 days, so I should have no problem finishing this book. It's not super thick and it sounds really interesting. It's something, it sounds like a little bit of like a satire on the gourmet food scene, something like that, based on what's written on the back of the book. Let's see. It's in Finnish, so it will take me a while to read. I'm not so quick reading Finnish as I am reading in English, but I'm fine. I mean, I can understand everything. It just takes me a bit more time. But great first day on board. As I said, we just had some hot tub time after dinner, and now we're just getting cleaned up. And I think the rest of the night I will spend in bed getting a start on this book. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for joining me for our day one on Voyager of the Seas. Now our first 9-night cruise has started, and we will be on board for the following 7 days as well. 16 days altogether, so stay tuned. I can't wait to share all of the new things I will have time to try during my time on board. So see you again next time. Bye guys.
About to leave. Already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know.